Talk heavy. Saturday night. How everybody feeling? Man. Let me tell you something. You know, life, man. You know, you only get one of those. You only get one life to live. How you choose to live your life is your choice, man. It's your choice. Can't blame nobody else for the choices that you made. But I'm here to tell you that you're going to reach a certain age. Hopefully, you're going to reach a certain age. And you're going to reflect on your life. And when you reflect on your life, you're going to judge yourself. See, we're looking for others to judge us, but in actual reality, man, we really judges ourselves. And you're going to judge yourself, man. You're going to take account on both the positives and the negatives. And where you at that moment, when you reflect on your life, when you take an account of what it is that you've done, your accomplishments, you want the positive to outweigh the negative. You know what I mean? Because when you get to an age when reflection happens, because it's going to happen. It's going to happen. The only way it's not going to happen is if you're no longer here. But if you're here, you're going to reflect. And when you reflect, man, what you're going to see in you is going to be a shock to the system. Because we live a certain way. You know what I mean? We live under certain principles that we make for ourselves. You know what I mean? And within those principles, you're going to see in life whether you had to bend them, break them, or stand firm on them. You know what I mean? So, it's important that we choose wisely what we do. It's important, man, that we think about what we're about to do before we do it. Because once it's done, that's a wrap. It's over with. That's done. It's in the books. You know what I mean? So, yeah. You don't want to live with regret. You don't want to come to a part of your life when life is supposed to be easier. You know, you're supposed to be having fun with the grandkids. You know, you're supposed to be planning trips. You know, you're supposed to be living life. You ain't supposed to be trying to find a life. See, what you doing now, what you thinking that I'm young, I'm just free, I can make mistakes and all that. Don't you know that mistakes It's too pricey right now. When we was making mistakes, it wasn't as costly as it is now. It costs too much. My man Waldo said it the best, man. It costs too much to be a criminal. For real. It's crazy. Man, I just want to extend my condolences. Man, it's been so many. Hey, how y'all doing? Man, it's been so many, man. So many murders. You know, we all got a price to pay. It's a cost of living. You know what I'm saying? It's a cost of living. See, we were designed, we were created. You know? So the prices that we pay is not for us, it's to our Creator. But see, the difference is we feel it. Whether good or bad, we still feel it. The choices you make now will determine how you're going to live your life later. I made some real bad choices, man. Yeah, it's crazy, right? I made some bad choices. And I just accept the pros and the cons, the good and the bad. You know, and I try not to live with regret, but it's a lot that's regrettable. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot that's regrettable, man. And see, y'all don't see that right now. Y'all don't see 10, 20 years down the line because a lot of y'all is under the assumption that y'all won't live that long. But you don't have to live that type of life. You have a choice. You know what I'm saying? You have a choice. The decision is yours. You can continue on and it is what it is, or you can accept responsibility for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can take charge of you. And you can operate under the guise of a created being. You can operate under the instructions that was given to us. You know what I'm saying? We are not supposed to struggle, but in life it is struggle. But we're not supposed to struggle. That's an unnatural element. But because of how the designer designed it, you have a choice in that too. You can choose to struggle or you can choose to overcome your struggles. All you got to do is put in a little work. It's not normal for people to be outside enjoying the weather, kids doing what they doing, having fun, and then at the split of a second, someone throws 30 rounds at God knows what. in broad daylight. You know, when is it going to stop? I mean, do anybody see an end to this? Do anybody see an end to this? Please, I want to know. I want to see. Do everybody got to get locked up or killed or removed from the streets? See, it's tact and diplomacy to these here streets. You have to maneuver in a particular way because the object of the game is that we utilize the tactics in the streets to come up so we won't have to, to remain in the streets. It's a reason why we hustle the way we do. It's because that's all we had. Now you're hustling because you think that's all you're worth. But you're not. You're more than that. What you have in your minds, I can't even imagine. I've been out here since 2009. I still having problems trying to understand this digital blueprint. But y'all know it like that. It's a part of y'all. This new way of life that we live in, it's a part of y'all. It's engraved in y'all. It was built from y'all. The opportunities is available for y'all at an alarming rate. We never had such opportunities, man. We never had a way where we could take charge of our own destiny. We had to be subservient to others. We have to live under other people's rules. See, y'all have a choice. We did. Life is meant to be lived. It's not to be feared. See, abundance is our birthright. It's just not just a thing or just for certain people. It's our birthright. All we have to do is accept who we are. We're thinking that we someone else. We're thinking that we other people. We have to present ourselves as something else, man. But you're beautiful in who you are. One thing about this generation that I love the most, man, is their transparency. It is what it is. We live in fear of the known or the unknown. We live that type of life. That's engraved in us. That's not engraved in us. Philadelphia is a beautiful place, man. Why make it so ugly? You know? All it takes is just a little consideration of others. You know what I mean? We're not Chicago. We're not Detroit. We're not California. We're not Miami. We're Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? We live a particular type of way. but we live in love because we love each other. You know what I mean? We grew up with each other. We went to school with each other. You know what I mean? For a lot of us, we took money together. We did whatever together. This is us. You know what I'm saying? This is our culture. The spirit of Philadelphia, we created it. You know what I'm saying? Everything that's cool about Philadelphia, we invented it. We created it. It bounces off our energy. We are the heartbeat of not just this city, but every city. We are who we are, man, but we're unaware of our true origin. In this life, man, like I said, we only got one. Stop taking it for granted. Please, I implore you. Think about it. Real talk. I don't know how many. It's not a family in this city that's not grieving. It's not living, man. It's not a family in this city that's not grieving. That's ridiculous. That's sad, man. Y'all take life so carelessly. You know what I want to do? Right now. I know a lot of our youngest, man, never really had support from real men, conscious men, real people that have consideration for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Who want y'all to benefit instead of themselves benefiting, man. See, as a man, I stand on mine. You know what I'm saying? I stand on mine. I'm going to get it regardless of time, space, or place. So I'm not trying to use nobody for anything. What I want to do is build something, man, that we all can benefit from. What I'm trying to do is, what I'm doing is having a space that every family can have a place where they could come and they can exercise their right to exhaust their energy, that bad karma, that bad energy that they have, the grieving. You can talk about it. We can talk about it. Because we all in this together, man. Like I said, I believe it's not a family that's not grieving in this city. That means that every family has someone that's been murdered in their family. That's a real vicious thing, man. The trauma alone, man, is heartbreaking. The key to life is to live it. That's the key to life. Just live it. Enjoy. Breathe in the fresh air of life, of energy. Give thanks that you are part of reality in this day and time, where there's so much opportunity. Why squander it on petty differences? Let's use this energy, man, so we could build us. Because ain't nobody gonna do it for us. We've been stomped on by everybody. Everybody had their foot on our necks since we've been here. We're not realizing what we've been through. You can't just think of what you're going through. Let's understand what our grandmothers, our great-grandmothers, and our great-great-grandmothers has been through. What we going through now, man? At least we have choices. They didn't. We're here because of the choices that they didn't have, that they made anyway. That's the difference. When you get to a certain point, you're going to realize, man, that I wasted my life. Really the only good thing that comes out in situations like this is your kids. But how many birthdays did we miss? How many Christmases did we miss? How many school plays that we miss? How many Father's Day that we miss? See, a child, especially the sons, they need to feel us. They need that physical manhood in order for them to be, and because they becoming. They need to be molded and shaped. But we're existing with a generation that molded and shaped themselves. This is where that disconnect comes from. We skirted our responsibility. So they had to raise themselves. And honestly, they have every right to be mad as hell at us. We deserve all the anger that's coming from them. And to continue not to divulge the information that they've been seeking, that's even worse. This is the temperament that we living under. We got to get our kids, man. And we got to open up to them. We got to get them to understand our reasons for doing what we've done. Because it's what we've done that they had the life that they lived. Let's not forget that. The choices we made ultimately affected their lives. So we're responsible for that. That don't end. We got to own up to that. Respectfully. Get back on this joint, man. It's the energy I was on, man. Because it's heartbreaking, man, when we see headlines, mass shooting, and we know that wasn't a mass shooting. But because of the kind of ammunition and weaponry that y'all got, man, they targeting y'all. They targeting y'all. And anybody being caught with them joints, man, listen, they lining y'all up for the sweets. Please listen to me. They did it to us. They did it to us. We know the traits, we see it. They go mass media on violence. And they only pick the worst. And they blast that on TV to create public morale. And when the public is riled up like that, whatever laws or policies that they play, the public will go for it. They're using your temperament against you. Let's understand that the reality is we messed up, and what needs to be done is an opportunity for us to make amends. But y'all got to be receptive. But first and foremost, we need to make amends with y'all. That's what I did with my kids. As soon as I came home, I was picked up by my minister, Mr. Motivational Ali. First thing he said, did you see your kids? He took me to my kids. You know what I'm saying? As soon as I seen them, that's when I apologized. And talked to them from that day forth. Asked them. You know what that did? That loosened up any resentment, any kind of anger, and get them to at least listen. You see what I'm saying? Once they listen, they can hear you. Because right now they're not hearing you. You know what I'm saying? Because you're coming with this. You like, do this and do that. You're trying to be a parent to them. You can't. We squander that. The only alternative is to make amends. You know what I mean? That's our obligation. It's what needs to be done. It's necessary. Or it's going to get worse. You dig? I like y'all, man. I appreciate y'all, man. You know what I mean? Live life and live it to the fullest, man. You know what I mean?